Hello, and welcome to Within and Beyond, where spirituality meets depth, insight, and real conversation. I'm Lorraine Appleyard, an evidential medium and spiritual teacher, and together I hope to be able to take you on the journey within and beyond.
The Brotherhood of Light. Who are they, and what are they trying to teach humanity? For more than a century, esoteric traditions have spoken on a hidden brotherhood of enlightened beings that are quietly guiding humanity's spiritual evolution. Yet, today, this idea is often misunderstood. Some confuse it with the modern concept of the Galactic Council. Others misunderstand the name itself. So, who are the Brotherhood of Light? Where did this idea come from? And what, if anything, might it still have to teach us today? Welcome to Within and Beyond, and I am your host, Lorraine Appleyard. And today, we're exploring one of the most fascinating and often misunderstood concepts of the Western Esoteric Tradition. The idea of the Brotherhood of Light entered modern spirituality through mainly Theosophy. It was founded in 1895. And at the heart of that was a remarkable idea that beneath the world's religions lies a timeless wisdom tradition. Different cultures, different symbols, different languages, but they all point to the same deeper truths. One of these teachings is that humanity evolves not only physically, but spiritually. And throughout history, there has existed a fraternity of highly evolved beings who are quietly assisting that evolution. Now, Blavatsky called them the Masters of Wisdom, and later on they became known as the Great White Brotherhood. Now, it's important to pause here because today that name could be easily misunderstood. The word white was never intended to describe race or ethnicity. What it's meant to be is symbolism. The 19th century, the white referred to light, purity, illumination, enlightened consciousness. And understanding these ideas in their historic context helps us to avoid judging yesterday's language by today's assumptions. So according to these teachings, the masters were not gods. They were never figures to worship. They're described as souls who had completed the ordinary cycles of spiritual development and have dedicated themselves to helping humanity continue on its own journey. Later esoteric writers expanded this idea into what has become known as a spiritual hierarchy, a community of enlightened teachers seeking to guide humanity's evolution. And although these traditions differ in important ways, they all return to the same central idea. Humanity is not alone in its search for wisdom. And if you've explored modern spirituality, some of this may sound familiar. Today, many people talk about the Galactic Council. And this is where confusion often begins. while the ideas share certain themes, they come from very different traditions, different concepts. The Brotherhood of Light has emerged from the Western Esoteric Tradition. It's a thread of wisdom that travels throughout all great religions and spiritual teachings. The Galactic Council is developed much later through New Age spirituality, UFO literature, and modern channeled teachings. Both describe highly evolved intelligences. Both suggest that humanity is part of something greater than itself. But their appearances are quite different. The Brotherhood is primarily concerned with the evolution of human consciousness. The Galactic Council is commonly described as being concerned with the relationship between civilizations on a much larger cosmic scale. So one way to understand the difference is this. If you imagine humanity as a school, the Brotherhood of Light would be like the teachers, the mentors, the guidance counselors. Their work is helping each student grow in wisdom, character, and understanding. The Galactic Council, in comparison, is much like the school board or university administration. Its concerns are the well-being of the entire institution, not simply one classroom. Of course, that's just only an analogy. But I think it helps to explain why these two ideas are often compared, but they remain fundamentally different in their purposes. Another way to imagine it is this. If Earth was one nation among many, the Brotherhood would be like wise elders devoted to helping the people of that nation mature. The Galactic Council would be more like an international body whose concern extends across many nations and civilizations. So whether these ideas are understood literally or symbolically, or just simply some spiritual philosophy, they do invite us to ask a deeper question. Not who are they, but what are they trying to teach us? Across nearly every version of this tradition, the message is surprisingly consistent. First, develop discernment. We live in an age where information spreads faster than wisdom. We have access to more knowledge than any generation before us, yet more people feel more lost than ever. The invitation is not to believe everything, not to reject everything. It's to slow down, think deeply, contemplate, question carefully. Seek wisdom rather than just accumulating information. Wisdom comes from within. Secondly, take personal responsibility. This is a core spiritual concept that runs through all traditions. Real transformation doesn't begin with governments, institutions, or someone else changing first. It begins with you. It begins with me. Every thought, every word, every action, it contributes to the collective consciousness that we are creating together. And finally, live with compassion that is balanced by wisdom. Love without abandoning discernment, have boundaries. Strength without losing kindness. Seeking unity without demanding uniformity. Different traditions may use different languages, and different cultures, they tell different stories, but they often point towards the same human aspiration to become wiser, more compassionate, more fully awake, more integrated. Perhaps this is why it has endured for so long. So whether we speak about the Brotherhood of Light, the Masters of Wisdom, saints, Bodhisattvas, angels, light workers, or other enlightened guides, the emphasis is rarely on dependency. We're not meant to be dependent. It's on transformation. No one is coming to save us. But humanity is learning to awaken from within. And perhaps that's always been their true work. It's not removing our challenges, but reminding us that every challenge contains an opportunity to become wiser, more compassionate, more courageous, and more deeply aligned with the highest version of ourselves. Because perhaps the greatest message that they have always sought to convey is this: the light you seek has never been separate from you. Your task is to uncover it, to embody it, and to allow your light to shine into the world. Until next time, choose wisdom over fear. Choose love over division. And together, let's bring more light into the world. Once again, my name is Lorraine Appleyard, and this is Within and Beyond. And I hope that you have enjoyed this discussion. Do give a like and subscribe, and look out for further discussions on spiritual matters that will guide you. And I wish you all very many blessings. And may you walk with spirit. Bye for now.